you find yourselves in a skiff. Who knows what a skiff is?
Sensitive
kind of boat?
compartment. No, Mark. It's a sensitive, compartmented information facility.
Exactly.
I thought it was a boat, a rowing boat, isn't it? A skiff?
Who?
Something like boat.
Talking about spliffs.
No, skiff. That's a rowing boat.
Spliff is
boat.
Is
All right.
That's a boat, isn't it?
We're not deliberately going to have our way to ruin your game.
What we did do, that's fine. You find yourselves in a skiff inside of Panzer Kasern or Kazan. Panzer Kazan. Anybody who has a German accent would say it better than me. It's a U.S. Marine Corps and Special Force bases in southern Germany. You are in the middle of watching this raw footage video taken by ISIL social media geniuses, previously played by the very same players that we have here in different persona. And who wants to go ahead and give us a little bit review of what we are seeing on this video? And as we get to pin A, pin B, pin C, you will tell me and I will describe more. Or shall I go ahead and do it?
Were we supposed to put...
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I've
not
got
doing
them.
Well, you have some of them, some of the notes.
Oh,
So,
I have all
the
those.
players are watching a video of their previous character. Their current characters are watching a video of the previous players' characters. Go ahead, Angie.
Pin 1 was Russian.
Correct. Okay. So, and you witness this group of Al-Hizbah, religious police, and social media ISIL influencers as they head out in a truck with a trailer attached to which they have equipment for excavations, including a little kind of a little digger that runs off of battery and probably diesel and petrol. And you watch them enter the house of Rassam, a 93-year-old previous owner of a quarry, who's living out the rest of his days, apparently, in his family villa, together with his trusty servant, gardener, and chauffeur, as well as the gardener's grandniece. Your job is to find, or the job of the people in the video was to find forbidden artifacts, forbidden books, and to arrest the inhabitants of the home and bring them back on for further questioning while making a propaganda video exposing the traitors, the criminals, and doing a public PR for ISIL. As you go through the home and you don't really find anything, you encounter, or you see, well, the video wouldn't really show the encounter with Sassoon because she's wasn't really near where the video was, so you don't see that necessarily. Except for when everybody gets gathered around a pool that was buried, that was filled with sand, supposedly because Rassam says his wife, who was losing her memory, accidentally drowned in the pool, and so he's covered it up with sand in order to make it safe. And there's not enough water to fill the pool anyways, and that's what he claimed. You wind up digging, or starting to dig out the pool, and at that point we're going to go to pin A, where in Russian the characters hear Rassam talking to specifically to the leader of, well, not leader of the group, but Timur, who kind of lost half his face, ear, one eye, and arm just below the elbow to an American attack as he was with other Chechen ISIL soldiers fighting against the Americans. And Al-Rassam tells him in Russian, "You need to go now. You don't want to be here. It is time to leave and never come back." And he says it in a very calm voice, a very authoritative voice, something that is very commanding in nature. And you can see that Timur, as the lens focuses to him, you see that he's kind of goes into a little bit of a trance before he snaps out of it and exclaims, "This man is a witch. This man is evil." And then all hell breaks loose as the events that proceed. And somebody's going to have to tell me where Pin B is.
Owner speaking Kurdish language.
So after he says this, you hear him say in a very old dialect of I'm going to get the proper language, but in a very old dialect of Sonari Kurdish. Tariq Muhammad Rassam turns to his friend Majid al-Muhandis, who was the gardener in this case, and says to him, "Farewell, my friend. Thank you for years of loyalty and service. Goodbye."
Wow.
Where is Pin C?
Rassam Journal. Sorry. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Digging further into the pool, you notice that there is an entrance, kind of an alcove in the pool behind this, poorly constructed wall inside the pool that kind of hides this alcove that goes into a portal that looks like, one of those secure doors that you would find on a ship or submarine type of thing. And opening it up, you see a corridor that winds up going right underneath Rassam's house, right underneath the kitchen, as a matter of fact, and opens up to a huge chamber with tons and tons and tons of artifacts, some survival equipment, extra food and water, a satellite radio phone, and in the middle a 2 meter by 2 meter caged area with an amphora in it. And the video continues with the camera going over each artifact as if it's trying to document the crimes of the person who is holding these artifacts. And so if we're getting to, let's go to the Pin C is Rassam's. I'm going to give you a little bit about Rassam's journal. Rassam's journal, and on a very brief look, describes a plan to smuggle something called the Father of War out of the country. The last words on the page says, "The Americans must not fail," with Americans written to sound out phonetically. Beneath the journal, as the journal was kind of flipped through to record this, the camera focuses on a small knife. It's a letter opener-like knife, but very sharp, inscribed in Arabic with a nonsense word the Arabic word is translated says Azathos. And as the characters continue to document and go through the this cache of forbidden items, where do we find ourselves in pin D?
Arcadian.
That's the Arcadian
Flora
inscription
and Acadian.
on the
yeah.
amphora. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's the caged amphora that was found in the middle, in Acadian, you get basically somebody who has kind of helped translate this stuff. I think somebody here would have probably known. So on the amphora is the inscription, "The Father of War waits, hungry to lick the skin. From the world's war, his endless gift. Blood, his endless price. Free him and pay." That's inscribed in Akkadian on the amphora. And as you continue to look through, where are we at pin E?
Ah,
That was
Got
the
this-
10-foot lockers.
or 10-foot
clay.
lockers.
It was the clay.
Thank goodness nobody clipped that fiasco at all.
He did. It
Um,
was clipped. It was clipped.
So, as you go over these, then because God bless you, different experts in the room would know that these are also written in Akkadian, and these are at least a partial collection of Akkadian tablets called Winds Unknown to Adad. And then moving on till pin F.
Camera.
Camera.
And the camera shows as the amphora is opened, and all of these items, all of these bee-like things, these cricket-like things, these chitinous little shards fly out of the amphora and start to flay the different ISIL fighters that are there trying to deal with it. And as we see Andrew's character thrust his hands in to try to save his obnoxious leader, and get flayed themselves, and he withdraws his hands, and you see nothing but red and bone and whatever else is around a flayed arm. The camera gets dropped, and you see again characters, some of them running out and escaping, others continue to be devoured by these chitinous things, and the camera seems to stop at a whole horde of these chitinous creatures trying to go out of the enclosure, and you hear like almost like the rat-tat-tat-tat of bullets or something hard hitting metal, and then the camera notices them fly the other way and go out of range of the camera as they appear to go up through the ceiling. And the camera continues on for some time after that with absolutely nothing happening until the battery finally ends and runs out of power. And that's where the movie ends. But that's not all that happened. And so in order to give the characters or the players and viewers a better view of what happened after that, we had the surviving characters try to escape the compound, try to run away. They knew something horrible was happening. And so several of them go into a Humvee and try to open it up. One of them, for some reason, gets flayed again by these little chitinous creatures or little shards that seem to fly in through the air vent, while another one of the players was kneeling down, trying to hotwire the car. But there's one soldier, a very, very, very special, brave soldier, brave ISIL soldier, who actually went to the home to try to stop whatever impending horror was unleashed upon the world. And, well, when it became apparent that the soldier could not handle the threat, quickly got into the van without even closing the ramps on the trailer where all the equipment was, and started to barrel down the road in the dark. And I'm going to stop narrating here because I'm so happy that there's a 99 still on screen in the role that everybody can see. As I'd like the character who was playing Satha Hassoun to end this little repartee, or perhaps this little summary of events from last week, as the character of Satha Hassoun, as she is driving down on this rickety bike, this dark road, in a burqa, eyes half covered, hearing this thunderous roar and noise of banging on the road. And so, go ahead, Andy J. Give us the final scene from last week's encounter.
I think that'd be better from Angie's point of view, wouldn't it?
Angie.
So as me pedaling away. What the heck is that noise? There you go. Like a fly spotted against this truck.
Yeah.
And then Angie.
So, Angie, as the truck is barreling down the road, and you're distracted by the noise, and you can, barely see out the front because there is no illumination, and it's very late at night. What happens as you hear a crunch? Perhaps.
Oh, I am hammering down this road, not really looking too much because I'm trying to find the light on the and then it's like, and I'm going down, and I go over something, and I'm bloody potholes with all this money, you're thinking, and then just as I go over the thing, I find the lights for the thing, and I just keep going, and I notice that the back trailer flies up in the air as if it's hit something, and I'm like, oh, these holes are really bad on. And then I just look forward and don't look behind me, and I keep going, never to know about the big, potholes in the road. And I break for freedom from this madness.
Very
I got
good.
the lights on, so I didn't crash.
You say you were looking for the lights. You were just trying to change the radio station.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have my
where you're
glasses
going.
on for that. So
Oh, that's why.
yeah,
That's what. Okay.
that was probably the problem. The music was on, so like I couldn't concentrate. You can't switch the lights on and have the music on. You have to silence.
They shouldn't allow.
Turn the
people to
radio
play
off, then I
music
can
in
put
a
the
car.
lights on, and then I can put the radio on. And then I didn't have my glasses on either. So if you haven't got my glasses on,
Wasn't it in
can't
daytime
hear.
though? So you didn't need
Yeah.
your
No, it
glasses.
wasn't.
It was
It
dark
was- it
time,
wasn't.
so
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
have my
it was.
glasses on. So if I had got my glasses on, I'd have heard more. But because my glasses weren't on, couldn't hear.
So as the truck apparently goes over driver's side over the bicycle that Satha Hassoun was driving down, and as the metal frame of the bike is getting mangled and churned up in one tire, and then hitting the back tire, and then hitting the tires of the trailer, and then getting smashed upon by the ramps that is coming through, perhaps enough damage to the truck was done that it perhaps slows down the truck, and the truck is making noise as it continues on in the darkness. And Satha, poor Satha, was she thrown aside into the ditch? Was she mangled underneath? We'll never know, because nobody stopped the truck on the way to find out what it was indeed they hit, and if there was somebody that they could possibly help as a result of that accident on the road.
Can I interject here? She could have grabbed hold of the front of the truck and hanging on there for
Yes, if Satha Hassoun was a character in a cartoon, definitely I could see something like that, succeeding.
Sadly, the last thing to go through Satha's mind was the truck.
I guess Angie didn't bother looking around the wheel arches when she did eventually stop to see.
I'd have got somewhere, jumped out and legged it. I'd have abandoned it.
And at the close of the video, inside the skiff, inside this U.S. Marine Corps base in southern Germany, you see a tall man. Introduces him to you and introduces himself to you as Colonel Gwyn, fellow member of the program of Delta Green, and says, so that came into our possession on the 27th of March. So and let's advance. I think I need to advance the calendar. I keep trying to, but it doesn't work. We are now April 1st. Do I have to set current date?
What date was it again?
Sorry?
March 27.
We are now April 1st, 2016. And, we're going to start off with a SAN roll. After everybody here notices or sees, basically, those chitinous creatures flay people alive, go ahead and everybody make a sanity roll, please.
I think I'd have been fine with that.
That is good.
Oh, for God's sake.
Trying to find sanity. Bear with me. Oh, yeah.
All right. Anybody who succeeded is absolutely hardened to it. Although I've got to change the names because we didn't change them in there. But Nasser, the previous Nasser, and...
No, I'm still Nasser. Yeah.
Oh, you are Nasser. Oh, good. Yeah. Nasser, you lose just 1 point. One simple point of sanity.
Can't change my name.
Ah, very good. Yes, April Fools. That is correct. The program coordinator says that you guys are all operating under a Joint Special Operations Command, which is off of the U.S. Army Intelligence and Security Command's control. Obviously, you all know that your reasons here are to find whatever this incursion was, and to make sure nobody finds out about it, and that this is handled properly according to the ways that these things need to be handled. Officially, though, you will be working as Task Force 01132, whose official cover is to find and neutralize an important ISIS personality, a high-ranking ISIS person. Most people won't even ask you about the reason why you're here. they'll just assume, dressed like you are, that you're either CIA spooks, or if you tell them that you're there for special purposes with special, on a special project, they'll all assume you're spooks and just leave you alone anyways. And then he starts, of course, because it's the U.S. Army, with a PowerPoint slideshow. And in order that this doesn't become too much of me talking, the players will read part of it as I... And let me see, create ownership. It is... All right, let me know if everybody sees this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So, on slide 1, this is called Operation Bonebox. On March 27th, 2016, the digital video you just viewed was passed to the program from a freelance operative. Intelligence assets have determined that the video recording incident occurred on the evening of the 23rd of March 2016 in territory occupied by ISIL. Mark, go ahead.
Background. The site is a home south of Mosul, Iraq, and north of the Tigris River. The home belonged to Tariq Mohammed Rassam. The event at the home of Tariq Rassam appears to have begun as a propaganda action. The ISIL fighters meant to record themselves finding and destroying Rassam's collection of forbidden antiquities.
Angie.
Okay. Look at the long word you're asking me.
I know he's chosen that one just for you.
Background. Tariq Mohammed Wasim. Background. Born in 1923. Inherited and managed a family-owned marble quarry outside Mosul. Advanced degree in... Yep.
Mesopotamian
archaeology from Cambridge University in the UK and Free University in Belgium, Berlin, Germany. Patron of Iraq Museum in Baghdad from its founding 1966. Professor of the University of Mosul from its founding in 1967 until his retirement in 1997. Married in 1972 to Angie Ali Khalili, sorry.
Al-Khalili.
A University of Mosul's librarian. She died of a heart attack in 1983. They had no children. Nominal member of Iraq's Arab Societal Ba'ath Party from 1982 and its banning in 2003.
Oh, yeah, I got to erase that a bit because it didn't work. Now, the orders will be to establish cover, to conduct your investigation that leads to the neutralization, while you keep OPSEC in mind, OPSEC priorities in mind at all time, and adhere to a very strict timeline. So, what does that mean? Oh, crap. Sorry.
Is that a trick question? Or...
It is a trick question that Andrew will answer.
Neil.
Is made. Orders. Cover. The CIA and Pentagon regard TF-01132 as a compartmentalized JSOC task force tasked with tracking down and eliminating a high echelon. Thank you. ISIL
right.
actor whose identity is classified. Anyone who presses for details is to be referred to TF-01132's case officer,
of which I am. And DJ.
Orders investigation TF-01132 will proceed to the USAF logistical hub at Kirkuk Airport in northern Iraq and establish a base of operations. Considering the lack of substantive data as to the nature of the incursion, it is highly recommended that TF-01132 gather intelligence and assets and make a detailed preparations before they attempt to infiltrate ISIL-held Mosul. Timetable TF-00132 will act with all due haste while preserving OPSEC. OPSEC can be sacrificed only if the immediacy of the threat would compromise OPSEC in any event.
Angie.
Orders investigation TF-01132 will go to the Razim house outside Mosul, retrieve all documents and artifacts that are relevant to Operation Bonebox and bring them to Kirkuk base of operations for study or destruction according to the orders of TF-01132's command element.
Mark.
Orders investigation TF-01132 will make contact with US and allied services in order to generate operational intelligence. It will ascertain what happened in the immediate aftermath of the Rassam incident. It will determine details of the incursion and assess whether it remains a threat, its nature, capacities, and vulnerabilities. TF-01132 must prioritize intelligence that indicates the threat may be developing towards a public mass casualty event.
And TF, of course, stands for Task Force. And let's go ahead, Andrew.
Orders. Neutralization. TF-01132 will locate the incursion and neutralize it. TF-01132 is authorized to infiltrate the territory of ISIL under the cover of pursuit of a high-value ISIL target, if that is required to neutralize the threat. Cover identities as members of Al-Hishba will be provided, with female agents identified as officers of the all-women Al-Khansa Brigade.
Very good. And if anybody was able to pronounce this properly, I would have suspected you of being members of them, so I'm very happy that nobody does. Andy.
Orders operational security, OPSEC. Of even greater importance than neutralizing the incursion is ensuring that no actor in the current Mesopotamia crisis gains access to or understanding of this phenomenon. Russian forces are very active in Syria. Iranian Quds force units operate openly in Syria and covertly in Iraq. No allied forces can be trusted with details about the incursion under any circumstances. Task Force 01132 will guard that information with extreme prejudice.
Assets. Task Force 01132 has limited access to U.S. Central Command resources. Cover identities have been prepared for Task Force 01132. Task Force 01132 has been warned that these cover identities will not withstand prolonged scrutiny. Task Force 01132 will negotiate use of Iraqi army or Kurdish Peshmerga resources as needed on a case-to-case basis with local officers. And at this point, the PowerPoint presentation mercifully ends, and the lights in the skiff go up. Any questions, agents? As I close all these guys. And by the way, everybody has access to these notes now in the journal area under briefing. So no need to take copious notes of everything. It's all there for you.
Will we be armed? Will we have, in case we encounter any problems? Will they be subtle on us, or will we be sharing armament, like weapons?
You will. You should, depending on your cover and your cover needs. I highly recommend that if you are going in as ISIL agents, that you arm yourself with the appropriate weaponry, which will be provided to you. If you are going in as regular civilians, he says, I wouldn't go into Mosul without some form of weapon, even if it was a hidden handgun on my person.
Have there been
So-
any other sightings of this phenomena since this video was
Well,
taken?
when you get to Kirkuk, you'll have to see if you can find resources that will be able to identify other events. This is a war zone. There are many events that happen, and likely any information you receive will have to parse through to see if there's any resemblances. This happened at night. We don't know much more about the habits of this incursion or when and where it operates.
And we assume there's no survivors from the house after this video was taken?
We have not seen, based on the video evidence provided, we don't have a proper accounting of all of the soldiers that were that died there or were killed. We have a pretty good idea based on the raw footage. Remember, this was not processed into a formal propaganda video. This is just the raw footage. So we know exactly who was there at the time. We don't know if any survived.
Has the footage been analysed frame by frame?
You will be provided with a USB thumb drive with the video so that you can analyze it frame by frame. The analysis that we have done for now has been good enough for us to translate some of the items that you have seen inside that were displayed on the video from inside the bunker.
Seeing as this is over a year ago when this happened, there would be hardly any evidence there because this place is going to get ransacked.
I think
This happened
just a few
8 days
wasn't
ago.
it?
Oh, sorry. I thought that was back in 26. Sorry.
Nope, that's all good. It happened. We
Misunderstanding.
date this the video as happening on the 23rd of April 2016. This came into our hands on the 27th of April.
Oh, I thought that was. Sorry, I
no,
wrote
if-
down 2017. Sorry.
Oh,
So
sorry,
we
20 of
don't know
March.
if-
Sorry, it was March. March 23rd was when the event, when the video was taken. March 27th was when it came into our hands, and we were able to assemble a team and get you to Germany. But at this point,
Apologise, my
So we
notes are
don't-
wrong. Sorry.
So we don't know if anybody else been on the site.
no, you can certainly gather information. My recommendation when you get there would be to have video surveillance, requisition video surveillance of the property and surrounding areas of the Rassam house.
Okay. Do we have any contacts in situ that we can speak with to get any of this information, or is this a case of we're going in cold?
When you get to Kirkuk, you will have a further briefing of all our assets that you may be able to bring to bear in your investigation.
Thank you.
Very good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No one survived.
We don't know.
We're going to have to find out when we're on the ground.
This video footage that we've got, we can obtain. Does that mean that we're aware of somebody that has been out to the site since?
With
get the
that, he
video camera.
breathes a big sigh and says, "Yes, that was the next part of the briefing." And he has a little wire basket on the table and says, "Everybody, cell phones in here, please."
Okay. And cell phone over.
Okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
no.
So all your cell phones are in this skiff in there. He then leads you out over to the base stockade. The stockade is where kind of, soldiers who have done, bad things or accused of crimes or whatever, they're detained by the military police. And you see they take you into an interrogation room that is occupied by a small table where a man is sitting on a metal chair, and his hands are handcuffed together to a point on the table. And as you come in, gentleman about mid-60s, you see him looking up. 123, 124, 125, 126. And as the door opens, he goes, Gwynny, yeah, you've interrupted my counting. Now I'm going to have to start again from the beginning. 1, 2.
Do we recognize this guy from the video?
3. No, absolutely not. And you hear Gwynny go, okay, Sloan, that's enough. I need you to tell these people what you know. And he goes, he looks at you guys, and he takes a long look at each one of you with a piercing, analytical gaze, and says, so, you are all the cast for this night at the opera? And almost like he's waiting for a reply. And before you do, he turns to Gwyn and says, Gwynny, you program people have gotten deadly dull since 9/11. What do you need to know?
Well, we need to know what you know. Sloan, is it?
Yeah, Sloan. I'm part of the real Delta Green. And at that, Colonel Gwyn goes, hey, Sloan, we're not going to get into that. No politics here. All right? It's not anything. You're not going to drag politics into this now. Fine, he says. Look, I got some intel that might just keep you alive when you come up against it. See, this guy Rassam, he was old Delta Green. World War II Delta Green. He was an asset of ours who dropped off the board back in the 70s when Delta Green got disbanded. Gwyn goes, Sloan, come on. Oh, come off it. You know, you guys all have all the money and you have all the resources, but that doesn't make you true Delta Green. And at that, he says, he just recently, after not being around or with the program for a long time, Rassam reached out to his last Delta Green contacts through a very old and defunct process, and luckily somebody had a presence of mind to get that information of us to us. Rassam needed us, was feeling very concerned about this thing called the Throne of Blood, a caged amphora that he was desperate to try to get out of Iraq. So me and my team, we were the ones that were going to show up the very next day in order to take control over that artifact and get it out here. When we got there, we saw the bloody mess. We didn't know how much time we had until more jihadis came on site. So we grabbed the digital camera and we took that stopper that was taken off the amphora for obvious reasons. What? No, nothing? Gwynny. Yeah, they haven't been read in on that part yet? I mean, come on. That seems pretty fucking mission critical, doesn't it? And at that, Gwyn takes his radio, calls into the radio, and calls for somebody to come in. And right there, in front of Sloan, he says, "The information I'm about to share with you is among the most restricted and compartmentalized information held by the program." And in the door at that point walks 2 armed Marine military police escorting a woman who's wearing plain clothes under body armor. She has a reinforced lead-lined aluminum briefcase handcuffed to her wrist. Gwyn takes the key off of his neck, unlocks the door, unlocks the briefcase from her wrist, and dismisses her and the Marines. He puts the briefcase on the desk. The briefcase has 3 numerals on the right side, 3 numerals on the left side. Starting left to right, he says, the code for this briefcase is 013672. Don't write it down. Just memorize it. If the incorrect code is put in, or if this case is forced open, there's enough thermite in here to destroy the item.
Wow.
What, and anybody that's attached to it?
So, as the briefcase is opened, you see the bronze stopper inside, the same one that you saw on the video. On the surface is a strange symbol that seems to draw the eye like a hypnotic pattern. And Gwyn says, that glyph is a 2-dimensional representation of a higher dimension mathematical construct. Our experience has demonstrated that it could damage or repel certain inhuman intelligences. This formula also disrupts manipulations of time-space. It can make sure that things that are on the outside all of this, and he motions to the stopper, stay that way. Other versions may exist. They are potent, but only if deployed properly. You are familiar with the study of hypergeometry, are you not?
I mean, I don't know. What's that in non-Star Trek speak?
Well, hypergeometry can bypass physics, of course, but there's a price. One we don't pay unless we're out of options. And at that, Sloan goes, Gwynny! Sloan seems to be perturbed every time he's called Gwynny. But Sloan says, Gwynny, come on! Hypergeometry, you could look on their faces. They don't understand this. It's magic, the real stuff. We call it an elder sign. It makes an excellent bar for a door, but a piss-poor flak jacket. And at that, Gwyn goes, there's no such thing as magic. Everything is based in science. This is just hypergeometry. It's based on mathematics that is other dimensional, and we just don't understand it.
Can I look at this Sloan character and say, I mean, just how old is this old Delta Green stuff?
Not that old, but we're around from World War II. And at that, Gwynny is going to start to... Colonel Gwyn is going to say, we're not here to discuss Delta Green or any of the shifts or rifts that happened. And whatever characters know about the rift in Delta Green, where one kind of branch went one way and the other branch went the other way, is going to know. Other agents who just think that they are Delta Green and the only Delta Green agents have now learned something new about the history of Delta Green by association. And you know, Sloan says, look, there's a reason why our group decided to reach out to you and give this to you guys, because you know that we lack the resources to scour Iraq looking for whatever got out of that Pandora's box. But since you guys get all the bucks and the black budget tax dollars, you're probably best suited to get this, and I don't care how this thing is neutralized, so long that it is.
Okay,
We'll
so
try our
we're,
best.
yeah, we're on the same side.
Yeah, except I'm not on anybody's side anymore. My contacts are all
Just a
burned. When
little
they sent me
hurt.
over, they offered me this job. I found this as an opportunity to get myself out of the game. Now I'm looking forward just to drinking myself to a nice, drunken death after all of this. It's your guys' turn now to take over this shit. I'm getting too old for it anyways.
How's that working out for you?
Well, I guess the sooner you finish your mission, the sooner I get to go out of here. And no, Winnie, it doesn't pay to put two in my head. All the information that I have and gave you, A-Team on our side has as well. So killing me won't compartmentalize this information any further than it already is. Look, this is what Rassam knew about this imprisoned entity. He referred to it as the father of war, or in Arabic, Abu Harb. It had something to do with a warning carved on the amphora. He even said that he could feel the occupant of the amphora. He said that the effects are worse for people who have not been touched by those outside. They get horrible nightmares. Could be that was a side effect of that horrible thing pressing against the walls of its prison. I don't know. I can only pass to you the information that Rassam gave us. He's been researching this father of war for decades, collecting these Assyrian tablets from some series of something, but what he had was incomplete. But
did he ever say where he got this thing from?
He didn't say exactly where he got it from, but when he did get this artifact, he could feel that it needed to be protected. What little he does know about it is that it seems to be that it could be vulnerable to sunlight. Even bright moonlight might slow it down. But he wasn't sure, and, well, he never dared, and I wouldn't open up the amphora to test it out under the noon sun. But the thing that we do know is that this thing must be vulnerable to hypergeometry. That's how it was trapped in the amphora, after all. So, if you do get the amphora, maybe you'll be able to piece together how this thing can be trapped again, and what kind of things can confine it, what kind of hypergeometry can be used to harm it, or to compel it back into its jail. He said Sam was keeping it because he wanted to find some way to get rid of it forever, but he just couldn't, under ISIL, take the risk of keeping it any longer. But like Colonel Gwynny there said, this hypergeometry stuff will melt your brain if you try to make sense of it. But magic has that effect on people now, doesn't it, agents?
Mary say magic is sleight of hand. This is not sleight of hand.
Well, maybe the magic you know is sleight of hand.
Yeah, all magic is based around sleight of hand.
I don't think he's talking about David Copperfield here, Agent.
Mm.
So you're a
Magic.
hypergeometry guy. I don't care what you call it. Just get rid of it. And do it fast. And he's handcuffed and he looks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He continues counting what appears to be
Is he
little
counting tiles or something in there?
little holes in the suspended ceiling tiles or something to pass the time.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are still here? What else can I help you with, agents?
So, how are we going to get? Have we got a satellite communication with you or anything? Because you took our phones and everything else. How are we going to get back in contact?
Well, I don't know. What's your name and your phone number? And Colonel Gwyn goes, come on, don't even try. What am I going to do with the information, Gwynny? They want to call me? Let them call me. You're keeping me here until this is done anyways.
I mean, so they kind of seems to me then that you know more.
Yeah, there you
Is
let
that right?
I saw the video same way you did. I didn't understand all the scrawlings on it, and honestly, we didn't spend the time to look into it any further. We understand the urgency of the situation.
Okay, but your team, you didn't retrieve anything from the house.
Yeah, we did. The video and the stopper. Not from inside the house,
Yeah.
no. Oh, fuck, no. I mean, we couldn't...
The artifacts down in the basement or whatever it is, that's all still there. You didn't take anything.
Man, we're going back 4 or 5 days. Who knows what's happened since?
Well,
We certainly didn't cover up the pool or anything. We just closed back the hatch and got out of there. I mean, there was nothing further for us to take at that point. Nothing to secure, and Rassam wasn't around to tell us what to do with it or how to handle anything. Look, we did as much as we could. And so far, more than you anyways.
That's because we've only just started.
Well, there
You're
you go.
finished.
So take those beautiful black tax dollars, put them to use, and put that fucking thing down.
I think, I think we've heard enough from this guy.
You there with that funny British accent. You can call me at 555-555-1234.
What was that again? Oh, yeah, I got it. That's all right, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Gwynny, your people need me. You tell you make sure that they have access to me. That's all. Now I've stayed sober enough to tell them everything I know. Now do I get that drink? It's a long time coming for me, my friend. Long time coming.
Okay, I guess we're done here for now. Can we get out of this room?
Yeah, I'll just start heading towards the door.
Yeah. Gwyn will Lieutenant Gwyn will take you to he'll say one more thing before he goes. He says, Look at you. We just did you a solid. You pukes ever share any intel with us? Come on, I went home and I was fine. And then Acel said, come back and deal with you. They have torched every way I have of contacting them. Beating my contact protocols out of me won't get you any closer to them. Acel knows everything I've told you. So putting two in my head won't compartmentalize this information any further. So long as you don't tell me anything, I shouldn't know. Then there's no point in killing me, right?
I think we've
Hey,
had
look,
enough.
yeah, I mean, you said we can contact you anytime, right? I mean,
Yeah. Through
I guess you're going to be
through,
staying here for a little bit longer until we
uh,
figure this thing out.
apparently so.
Yeah.
And
So maybe you just sit tight, eh? And shut the fuck up.
all right, I'll get
Bless
back
you.
to my important work. 1, 2, 3,
Bless you.
4. God bless you. And as Colonel Gwyn takes you out, he says, don't take Sloan to heart too bad." And you can hear him almost muttering under his breath, "His goddamn career with Delta Green is over. Lucky bastard." And he brings you back to the skiff. So at the So at the skiff, he handcuffs the briefcase to who? Who is he handcuffing this briefcase filled with explosives? Reg.
I
Who's Reg?
really don't think a crypto analyst would take it. I don't think I would.
Excellent.
Okay.
So as nobody offers,
I'll take it. Sorry, I want
all
to get a tissue.
okay. So Hastings, he handcuffs the this case to you and tosses the key to Al Rabani. Keep this around your neck.
Okay.
Now,
Puts it on and makes sure it goes underneath his shirt.
exactly. He also presents you with a second aluminum briefcase, although this one probably isn't, set with explosive
With
charges in it. Inside, you have some slim data on the Rassam incident, including the digital video on one of these little non-transferable thumb drives. You have contact information for U.S. and allied intelligence services in the region, and $112,000 in shrink-wrapped stacks of $100 bills. And he says, "Don't worry, all these are dated 2002 or earlier. You can use it for bribes or anything else that shouldn't go on a requisition form. But you guys know better than to steal any of it. As for the rest, requisition what you need through JSOC. We have a lot of leeway seeing that your official mission is hunting ISIL bigwigs." And with that, a transport will be waiting to take you to Kirkuk Airport, where the Air Force has a logistical hub to support Operation Conquest. You'll be up to your armpits in Kurdish Peshmerga, Air Force, and JSOC operatives. Under no circumstances can any of them know the details of your mission. There's no telling how much Iranian penetration there is on any of our allies over there, but just presume that if you're talking to the Iraqi army or any of those Shiite militias, that you're talking to Iran. Remember, you are the team assigned to solve this problem. There isn't some other team at some other base working on this. You are it. Now good luck and good hunting. Next stop, Iraq. Unless there are any further questions.
I don't think so, other than that this Sloan, he's definitely on our side.
I'll give you a chance to roll the human now if you'd like. So you could tell when he was speaking to you that he was not lying and he wasn't really holding back anything critical to the mission.
Okay.
But he also really wasn't, other than taunting you about not being the true real Delta Green, he's kind of doing it to make a point to Gwyn more than anything else.
Okay.
And also wasn't going to get, much more into that.
So how far is this place from the airport where we're going to land?
It's just outside of the base, as a matter of fact. Oh, well, welcome Raiders. We are in the middle of the Delta Green campaign, Iconoclasts. We are just starting part 2 of the Iconoclasts, Operation Bonebox.
So I mean, I'd mentioned contacts to this, and he'd taken us to Sloan. So there's nobody in Kirkuk that we can rely on.
Well, I mean, you have full access to JSOC stuff there. The base commander will know that you're coming, and you can requisition things through the normal channels based on the fact that you're doing an operation to take out a very high-ranking ISIL official. However, if anybody is going to be prying too hard into what you're doing there, you'll refer them back to me. Your base of operations is going to be out of Kirkuk, but management is running out of Germany.
Okay, that's fair enough. So I just wanted to know if there's anybody that he was aware of our real mission. I guess that's there's nobody, right?
Nobody's
They'll
aware.
just assume we're going to look hunting for some ice.
Anybody who wants to know anything about Task Force 01132 will find out that the primary mission is to neutralize a ISIL high value target. No name will be given about it, and if anybody is getting a little bit too curious, they're to be referred directly to your case officer, Colonel Gwyn.
Okay. Right, well, I guess we're going to be heading out to Iraq.
And you do arrive mid-morning on April 2nd, 2016, at the airport outside of Kirkuk, a city which is controlled by the Kurdish Peshmerga. And on this base, you see that there are a lot of Kurdish forces that are rushing here and there, unloading and refueling aircraft as part of a logistics lifeline. And as you go through the base, you're actually challenged for identification multiple times. No need to roll dice. Your IDs hold up. And in general, just for a little bit of background, there are less than 6,000 U.S. military personnel in Iraq. Okay? You got a couple of hundred mechanics, technicians, pilots, and special forces, guards, and intelligence officers that occupy American trailers at Kirkuk. And people just generally stay out of your way. You are assigned a mobile office trailer in a section of the airport assigned to U.S. Air Force logistical personnel. You'll see it has cheap desks, office chairs, a conference table, a sand table, a file cabinet, 4 encrypted satellite phones, 2 whiteboards, 2 corkboards, a printer with a heavy case of paper, and a lot of office supplies. There's a door that leads to the back of the trailer where a sleeping area with cots and a tiny bathroom is found. The trailer's windows have blinds. The air conditioner is mounted on the roof and constantly drones and whines and creaks. The first thing you notice about this is it's not a skiff. It is a trailer that has thick power and communications cables that are running unevenly from outside to inside. All communications are encrypted as heavily as the CIA and NASA can manage. But if you guys are really security minded, who has a SIGINT skill?
I do.
Anybody
Yeah, I
who
do.
does can roll it.
Oh, what skill?
SIGINT.
SIGINT.
Signet.
In the first column. Ooh.
All right.
What
Wow.
does SIGINT mean?
Signal
Signals
insight.
intelligence,
Ah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yeah. This will not, hold to hard scrutiny. So, OPSEC is probably going to be difficult here. Never mind on the outside. So you may want to take your own precautions. And with that knowledge in mind, now you guys get to go shopping. And what I'm going to do is there's going to be under rules and materials, which you probably can't see yet, but you'll tell me if you can. Equipment expenses. And the next phase of this is going to be... Let me go there, load it. So, you can shop basically off of this PDF equipment that's going to be in 4 equipment types. You can take bureaucratic, which is like communications and computers equipment. Field equipment and vehicles you have access to. You have access to medical equipment, and you also have access to research equipment. And the way that it works is you'll see that each item here has a kind of a triangle, a colored triangle. So you'll see that blue triangles is a standard item. A green triangle is an incidental item. And a yellow triangle, which is going to be the highest level of equipment that you can requisition without digging into your $112,000, is an unusual item. So, based on your characters and the skills that you have, and don't worry, we'll be doing this for your secondary characters as well, I'd like for you guys to tell me what it is that you guys want off this shopping list to put in for requisitioning. Now, you have limitations. If your skill level is at 29 or lower in the item that you want, you don't have access to anything from here. If your skill level is 30 to 49%, you'll get one item that is in a green triangle, which is incidental, and one item that is a standard item in a blue triangle. And if you have over 50% in any skill, you still get the same incidental and standard item, but you also get one unusual item. So let's start out with, you know what? I keep going in order. I'm going to go in reverse order. So Andy J,
we
as
had some in our characters anyway.
correct. Yeah,
So
yes.
Does that not?
It's not going to count towards any extra things now that you have the parameters of the mission. If there's any other equipment that you guys want to be equipped
Other
with
than
now,
that, so we've got that. So I've got a laptop and that. So
you still
that's
have
on
the
my-
laptop, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And in fact,
all right
here
then.
I can put the so obviously this is more of like a temporary trailer type location rather than a nice army base office complex.
Yeah, we haven't got token vision in that, Jake.
Oh, well
No.
then that's horrible of me. Because I dealt with it right on the other one, so let me deal with it right here now. it's not going to come from there. Sorry.
Oh, bloody-
Thank you for
Just
letting
go
me
to
know.
lighting.
Bear with me while I get that done.
Where was the list again? Materials. In material.
Rules and materials, yeah. Equipment expenses.
How are we looking now?
Yep, can see that.
Excellent. Okay, just a little.
I'm
So
trying to
let's.
think what fits. Sorry,
No, that's fine. Let's start
I'm
off
just trying
with.
to fit my character.
Oh, Richard Barlow.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what suits it because I know what I'd like, but I
Okay.
can't see it at the minute.
Well, again, you may be able to, depending on your skill in different things, you may be able to do several things. So,
Well, my highest is I'm going to go with my highest ones, which are occult
Got it.
in history. But I'm trying to think. What
so yes,
that-
occult and history will come under research. So you will be able to. So let's take a look at your occult.
It
Is
was
at
in the-
60, and your history is at 60 as well. So you will be able to get
I
the
think
it,
the
Yep.
entry into places would be better for me. For all of them, maybe if that would affect all of us, that would be better, wouldn't it? Or would it just be for myself? So I guess I don't get it for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, no, 100%. I mean, this is, you're the expert in occult, and you could decide that you need for the team, you want to requisition this item. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be a personal item.
So I can just one or two things I can have.
Well, I'm going to say that since you're in occult and history, and you have 60, that you can go ahead and take 2 incidental, 2 standard, and 2 unusual.
I got
Now,
no
I may
unusual.
regret saying that, but we'll see how it goes.
I will ask the others for the next one. So I'm going to get the access to payphones and journals, expert advice, credentials, unescorted entry into a place, independent verification or review from an academic expert. They're the ones for that.
Okay, so that's under page 100 of the thing that I gave you, right?
Yeah. So with the unusual, I'm going to ask the other guys, but what would be more?
No, we could probably open that.
What would be more appropriate for? What do you think we'd need more? I will say a satellite phone or hire a hacker to defeat basic encryption.
I think satellite phone for now.
Yeah.
'Cause we don't. Yeah, possibly. Jake, can you share that screen with Angela again? The equipment.
Well, whoops, wrong one. Oh, you got everything.
That's gone.
Okay, well, that's fine. All right. Well, that was nice of me.
Oh, there it is. I got it. Right. So
Sorry, Angie. Do you
is
have
everyone
it now or
okay?
no?
Is everyone okay with the satellite phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be my ones I picked. Then, Jake.
Okay. So let me
So,
just try to get that
the-
again for Angie. I apologize.
Got it.
Oh, you got it already? Okay. I don't know why it's.
Yeah.
I'd rather ask the group as what they'd want, but yeah.
Okay, let's try that there again. I'll just get that up there. That's.
Yeah, I mean, I've got computer science and signal intelligence as my
Okay,
highest.
so
stuff.
let's see what the rule says for that. So, sorry, what are the skills?
Signal intelligence and computer science are my highest ones at 80.
Okay, so why don't I read out the skills, the relevant skills that are going to be for the equipment type according to the book here, because not all skill types get stuff. So for bureaucratic items, you can have accounting, bureaucracy, criminology, foreign language, which I think everybody has foreign language, law, military science, and persuade. So any of those skills at the skill levels that I had mentioned earlier, which I can mention again, will allow you to choose items off the bureaucratic equipment type. For field equipment and vehicles, you just need drive, navigate, pilot, ride, survival, or swim. For medical, obviously it'll be first aid, medicine, pharmacy, psychotherapy, and surgery. And then research is anthropology, archaeology, foreign language, history, or occult. Does that help narrow things down for shopping?
Yeah, thank you. Did you select the ones I gave or that you have?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I've got to get those into yours. So while other people are doing that, and you know what? But before I do that, why don't I read for the people that are here that right now we are currently in the field. And so this next section is going to be a little bit about tradecraft, intelligence gathering, espionage, in all the uncertainty and risks and frustrations. So at this point, we're going to be drawing suspense probably from the risks taken, risks of exposure and failure and betrayal. So it may be a little bit of a dry patch before we get to somewhere interesting, but I think the setup is going to be highly worth it. This is a very realistic version of a Jean Le Carré novel, I think.
Hey, nice.
Do people know who Jean Le Carré is still?
I would hope so.
I hope so too.
Yes, then. Yeah.
All right, so let me see. So you know what? You're gonna write in the chat the things that you want, so that I could try to find
Right.
them.
Yep.
But it could be that some of these I will need to actually put in myself for you. So you needed something under surveillance, right? You wanted or was it communication?
No, research. If I write that in here, there you go. Can I copy and paste it? Yes, I can. That one. I don't know how many. I don't know how many you said I could have. You said 2 off the top, didn't you? And 2.
Yeah, 2 green, 2 blue, 2 yellow.
Yeah. So in research, that's all of them there. Yeah.
Okay.
Apart from the red one or the orange one, and
Chat, do you want us to write in?
I'm gonna go for a satellite phone. You say 2 yellow?
Yeah, 2 yellow if you're using both skills. Yes.
I'm not looking at that. I'm just going to write what I want.
And I am gonna get a. I know what I'm going to do because I'm going to be nice for the group. I'm going to get a week at a fine hotel.
Okay, we'll see how I can manage to get you into a fine hotel in
It's just
Mosul.
yeah, but we're in the middle of.
Okay, you're going to remind me that
territory.
you kind of have that, and we'll see how we can work that into the story, and maybe it'll be a good cover for a rendezvous with a foreign agency or something. Yes, we'll give you the setup so that you will have resources to have access to a fine hotel. I like
5-star, of course.
And Andrew Al-Rabani.
Yes. Things I've got stuff that is quite all right, I mean, actually, I've got drone skill,
Okay.
drone pilot, and I don't have a drone. I think I might purchase a advanced drone.
Okay.
That's yeah.
If that's part of it, I will add that to your sheet now. So bear with me.
It says requires pilot drone skill.
All right.
I mean, I know we've got a satellite phone, but do we want a burner?
So you have 4 satellite phones that are given to you, plus a 5th one that Barlow has. So
we don't want a burner phone, do we, guys?
But again, you are also a team of 8, so
Yeah, probably
theoretically.
not.
No.
Maybe I know. No, that's nothing to do with me. I'm not saying nothing because no one
Okay.
helped me. Apart
You
from
have
one.
you have the advanced drone in your
Awesome, I
kit
do.
now.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
It's a little tricky to understand what think about what we're actually going to need in this, but I mean, I am a tech guy. I'm a hacker, computer science. So, and I've got a laptop already. I don't think I need anything else.
Okay, and you can always requisition more things as it goes along. It's just, I mean, you guys have the opportunity now to get some stuff that is requisitioned. All right, Nasser Landry.
I think we probably need a rented SUV for.
Okay, and is that something that is a? Those are
That
all
is under.
extreme. Correct.
No,
ground
no, the
vehicles?
rented one. The rented one
Okay.
is standard. Car or
Alright.
SUV rented for a week. Standard.
Okay.
Under transportation.
No problem. You have an SUV. If you want to keep that. Now, they are also going to assign you military Humvees as well.
Oh, in that
Oh.
case, we don't need this then.
But
do
you
we?
might want an SUV for something else, for something non-military looking. So it's still a legitimate purchase that if you want, you can have access to that while you're at the base. But you can also make trades with other units, or hey, lend me your Humvee, or I'll lend you my you can go out on town with this or something. So there's always different things that you can do with the resources that you have as resources.
Wait, if we're using cover, would a civilian vehicle be useful?
Yeah, it could be. Definitely, it could be.
All right, I'll keep that rented SUV for 1 week anyway.
Okay, so we'll mark it down that you have that.
Yeah. I think we might need earpiece communicators.
Okay.
Might be useful at some point. I don't know what skill I would need to have had to get them.
So it's under communications and computers is bureaucratic. So accounting, bureaucracy,
I've got
criminology,
70. Yeah.
foreign
so I'm okay for
language, which
bureaucracy.
gives you everything, right? Foreign language in there,
Yeah.
law, military science, and persuade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and they come, I think, in a set. So let's see how many come in a set. We're gonna say 8 come in a set. So not a problem. Let's get that onto your character. All right, it should appear now there. Yeah, it does. Yay.
What skills will I need for like surveillance items again? Sorry, Jake.
No, it's okay. Surveillance is communications and computers? Or
No, it's actually
surveillance its own thing? So the only thing that you have access to readily here without going into funds or trying to acquire them in other ways is communications and computers from page 100, vehicles from page 98, lighting and vision from page 101, emergency and survival from page 101, and research from page 100. Those are the items that are specifically targeted for this. Now, if you need anything that you want to purchase with the $112,000, you can, but you may need that money for other. To give you an example, I believe that $112,000 is the equivalent of 3 extreme expenses.
Okay.
So like an armored SUV is considered an extreme expense. So you could literally buy
Yeah.
3 of them with that amount of money if you wanted to blow it all on party.
We get
party
3
cars.
days out.
Exactly.
In that case, I'm going to take advanced binoculars, lighting
right.
and vision.
Very good.
We have access to these funds, sort of free will.
Not nicking it.
No, I'm thinking
have
more
a
like
briefcase.
bribes.
Yeah, you
That's
have
what
a
he said. He did
briefcase
say
with
we
it.
could use it for bribes. That's one of the
Yeah.
things
Oh,
he
I
said.
didn't
says
hear
that's
that.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
So
Yeah.
the idea is that
I heard
they're
that
not
bit.
going to make you use cash money to buy things at the base. You can requisition things, and the mechanic is based on kind of what you see here. That's how you're going to be able to requisition those items based on what's available in this theater, based on what's in the page.
Okay.
Nasser, was there anything else that Nasser is shopping for?
I don't think there's anything else at this moment in time.
Okay, and again, yeah, just keep track of what you've already consumed from those available items, and we can certainly try to get more items in the future. And now we are back to Doris Hastings.
I wrote my list in the chat, and I didn't read your list. I just wrote what I
Holy
wanted.
shit!
Oh,
You did write
wow.
a list, didn't you?
Oh, that is quite a list. So, tracing paper and crayons you have there already. There's enough office supplies for that.
And we got them especially
Magnifying
for you, Ange.
glass. You have notepads and pencils. You have evidence and sample bags. I'm going to say you have as automatically sample vials and tweezers and chalk. Okay, considered you have the boards there. So, a UV light, a portable scanner. What's a portable scanner? Like,
It's for
is it a tricorder?
it's for scanning the tablets. So it's like a sort of like
Oh,
just
I
like a-
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a camera
in.
type
so
of
like
thing.
to scan like a picture, like you know,
Okay.
like
All right. First aid kits, I believe you should already have.
Yep.
Headlamps, video camera. You have digital voice recorder. Everything in there you could have. We'll use the UV light and portable scanner as the purchase items.
yeah, the big stuff they can all buy. Don't care about
Okay,
that. I'm just getting in the back of somebody's car and going along for a little jaunt. So
So UV.
I don't really think you thought I was going to read that list that you put up there and try and put ticks and triangles and points.
You know what?
and-
I thought if I left it
I did-
open every now and then, you might want to have fun with it, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might see words in front of her face, and
Yeah, I had a brief look and then thought no, and then I shut it down twice by accident, so I gave up. And
I got
yeah.
you. Yes, I'll make sure to put those in chat for you. So now the other thing that you can that I wanted to call your attention to is, and again, I know you're not going to read it. It's not to read, but it will be a. Let's see if we get it. It is a glossary. I don't know if it's.
Iconoclast glossary. Oh, that could be useful.
Have I got to read
Yeah.
something?
Load it. No, it's just a glossary for different things.
Oh yeah, I'm not reading that.
I know. And the last thing is,
Okay.
and this I hope is going to be fun. You guys can decide on which covers you would like to be assigned and create your different cover options. So you're going to get several identities that will be ready for you tomorrow. And I should actually, let's move the date to the proper date, because now, I
mean
don't see the
tomorrow,
date thing.
tomorrow in the game.
Tomorrow
game.
in
Oh,
the game
okay.
tomorrow. How do I get the date thing to come back up? Because I closed it by accident.
Pass.
Oh, don't know.
Okay, well, we'll
Simple
take care of that
calendar.
next time. Yeah. Okay, well, if somebody knows how to do that, we'll do that. And
Anybody in chat know how
Sorry.
to open up the?
yeah, Mark, did you have a question?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just reading through these covers that we've.
You raised your hand, so I just wanted to make sure everything's good.
Probably had an itchy
I
arm.
have the raise
Yeah.
my hand
Oh,
thing on there, so it looks like you've raised it in the.
sorry. Yeah, I
Don't be-
didn't
don't be
intend to do
offended.
that.
And for fun, let's go ahead and add this as well. So there are your possible cover cards. If you'd like
Wait,
to
I was trying
kind
to
of.
look at the cover option.
Oh, so you can just be simple resident
Yeah.
of Mosul, a member of Amn al-Askari, the reconnaissance and special operations people, part of the elite service, or ISIL secret service.
It looks like I'm going for the women's things.
Al-Hizbah.
The
Amn
Al-Kansa
al-Dawla.
Brigade, enforcing correct behavior among women. Now, you still may want to be very careful. They're going to caution you, depending on where you're going to be operating. If you're going to try to be a member of Amn al-Dawla or stuff like that, there may be certain people that you encounter who would know other members there, and if
So you are not. Yeah.
so
Okay.
you may want to be a little bit cautious in what you decide, but all of you can readily have 3 different IDs created for you for tomorrow in any of these that makes sense. All of them will
I might go
have
for
the
something
same
that's simple,
name.
so I don't have to know lots of things. I might just be a citizen.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna go with that, so I don't have to know anything about morality or religion or anything like that. I'll just be a citizen.
That's a good point. You'd know nothing about.
Wow.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, so let's discuss what is going to be your first objective.
Well, we've been told we got to get to the house. Rassam's, right?
Right. So we know that Rassam's house is in the middle, not in the middle of Mosul, but the outskirts of Mosul in ISIL held territory. So the questions are, when and how do you want to get there, and what preparations will you be taking? So because we've done kind of a lot of bureaucratic stuff for the game, why don't you all, we find ourselves back in this non-skiff as the characters are discussing their next moves.
Should we take a
the characters were undergoing the exciting activities of requisitioning equipment in the most bureaucratic way possible by filling out forms and submitting them and trying to make sure they don't get lost, and then calling to find out if the forms have been submitted, only to find out that it has been submitted but has been rejected because form X793 wasn't added as an addendum to the requisition form. So after dealing with those types of items, they find themselves in their skiff room in front of the computers discussing what is going to happen next.
Okay, so the first thing is we need to get out to this Rassam's house, see what's left there, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Indeed.
I think so. We're going to need cover identity, something that's going to give us legitimacy to be in that location. I think Doris is right. I think the Al-Hizbah side of things is probably not a bad shout. I don't know about the Al-Kansa Brigade, except for the fact that we do know the gardener had a great niece there. So maybe that would give you an angle for going as Al-Kansa. Doris?
I think there's too many people who know that I'm not part of it. I think I can go in as a somebody concerned relative, go and see her, been heard of. Not relative. I won't be able to pull off a relative.
I think we're all together. We know that
Full
ISIL have
cleaning.
already been there. They've assigned people to go in there, so we should be.
I think
Ac-
this. I'm sorry.
No. Got to
For myself,
something to it.
I think the Al Hisbert one's good. Well, I'm good at history and that, so that'll plant my character.
So go ahead and make a history roll.
Who?
I mean,
Barlow,
Historian.
as he's mentioning that. As part of this discussion, you're able to pull up on the computer and a chart for all of ISIL. And so you can actually see here kind of the ISIL hierarchy and where each organization is found within it, the Military Council, Security Council, hierarchically where they reside.
right, okay. Yeah.
And so that might that information that that Barlow has might help.
So I'll share that with the group, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll share that with the group, yeah? So they can see that for themselves. So here you go, ladies and gents. This is what I managed to pull up on the computer. So this should help you with our cover. So as you can see, the hierarchy of ISIL, I believe.
Now, I'm providing it. There are certain things here that they're mentioning names and deaths, which didn't happen yet. So obviously it didn't happen yet.
Okay.
But still, I want you to have this information.
I'm thinking Raqqa is in Syria, isn't it? So
Yes.
if that's the case, if we chose covers of some of these guys that are based in Raqqa, are we less likely to be bumping into anybody that would know who we were? Is what I'm thinking. Does that make sense to you, Jake?
Oh, I'm hearing you discuss this amongst yourselves more than asking me questions.
Well, no, I'm asking you the question so that I can mention.
Oh, you can mention it. It sounds logical to me.
I mean, it sounds okay. So that's the other thing. So there are a couple of covers here for people. The Aman al Askari, the reconnaissance and special operations, and the Aman al Dawla, the finding traitors and spies. They're based in Raqqa, and actually, Aman al Khaji, secret operations conducted outside the Caliphate.
Well,
They're
that
all
says here.
covers that are based in Raqqa. Oh, and Aman al Dakili.
Yes, so those
Maintaining
special
law and order.
operations, internal
So,
security.
1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Yeah.
So those four. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mark.
So there's a possibility here that maybe if we're taking those covers, there are less likely to be people that might know that we are not. We say we.
Can we choose 3 different ones between us, or is it just 3 for all of us?
No, it's 3 each person by tomorrow will have 3 different persona based on the 7 categories of ID cards that you have here. That's immediately available. Now, if you're looking for ID of people of kind of things outside, number 1, you'd have to craft operations towards achieving those goals. And how would you craft those operations, and who would you see? Well, we can actually go into that now as you're discussing, just in case it does have a bearing on the Rassam house, although I'm not quite sure it would. And we'll say that you guys are kind of receiving briefing material on your computers, and Angie is going to hate me for this. But if you'd like, in terms of your agent's access to Quds Force from the Islamic Republic of Iran. This would be information of notes of people that you might have some leverage over, or who you may be able to trade with or apply tradecraft to, in terms of the Quds force. However, and unfortunately, again, Angie, I do apologize. But there is more, obviously. So if you guys are interested in the Iraq IIS, the Iraqi Intelligence Service, here is information that agents can leverage in operations to try to get information, or, you know, if you needed ID cards from the appropriate source that you couldn't get immediately on base, like they're making these things today and giving them to you tomorrow, you certainly do have the possibility to leverage these resources. The next intel assets that you would have is the Iraqi Special Operation Forces. So let's get you. I don't know if you saw those yet. Do you see the? Yeah, did it show? Maybe not. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay, sorry, yeah, Iraqi Special Operation Forces. Obviously, here's a favorite of mine. I believe that they're called Mossy or something like that. Not sure, never heard of them before, but these guys might be useful.
Mossad.
If you're
Israeli
lucky,
Secret Service.
I might even speak to you in the original language that they probably speak. In terms of Kurdistan forces, let's see, did I show you these guys yet? This would be the Security Kurdistan Regional Government access that you have. Now, more relevant to this discussion, here is the information you would have with contacts in the Military Intelligence Directorate of Syria. And let's just say that don't know how fond I am of these guys, but if you really want to deal with a bunch of turkeys, you can.
The turkey.
And believe it or not, you do also have resources within the oxymoronically named American intelligence community, which I have nothing but the highest respect for. I mean, I don't think Canadian intelligence community is making waves anywhere around the world today. But that would be a good thing, because if we were, then we wouldn't really be an intelligence community. You know, arguably, Canadians have the best intelligence agencies as anybody all over the world, because nobody's ever heard of them. And they therefore don't appear in this module.
I see.
That's secret, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. We're
So
gonna need
back.
to look at those at some point.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Yeah, never gonna do it.
Preferably on stream while a lot of people are watching us, you know, just with dead air. I find it's particularly entertaining for those that are like have us on YouTube while not watching us, but just listening to us on headphones.
Well, yeah, it's showing. Yeah, these things on screen. I agree.
I
know
didn't
what I'm
make
gonna
everybody
pick.
read them all out this time, though, to my credit, okay?
I
Okay.
have no idea what I'm going to pick. I'm going to go Ibble or Black Bobble because I have no idea what.
All right.
I
Very
don't
good. Well,
think that's actually an option, Andy.
You know what? Why don't we not decide for now? Let's get back to Rassam's house. And let's get back to the discussion on how you want to approach.
I'm thinking we should go as a
Unit.
yeah, we should go as a team. Back to the house as if we were ISIL. I think seems like the most logical thing. We know that they've sent a team in previously, and they're all going to know that those people came back. So it's only logical that they would send another team to investigate what happened, right?
Very true. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Unless
says
another
they're not-
team does show up.
I'm gonna say, who says they're not going to send another team?
But then we don't want to be looking like civilians either.
No, I think the Hal Hisba's it's up to you guys what you think. I think Hal Hisba's a good shape. I don't know. Though, 'cause that's reconnaissance. I don't know. We need a recce, don't we? I don't know. That's our team thing to.
Oh, you can definitely send a reconnaissance team out to there. I believe somebody even has a drone that they had requisitioned.
I do have a drone, so I'd imagine it's a pretty far drone. It's got some range on it.
Normally,
Yeah, advanced drone. So I can be I don't know, up to maybe a kilometer out, and do some aerial reconnaissance.
Yeah, I mean
okay.
that would be a good shout, just so that we could know whether there was anybody else.
Mhm.
That's probably a great idea, right?
someone else has got binoculars, I believe.
That is true.
You have to be a bit closer to the
Yeah, but
house for that, don't you?
yeah, but I mean, if there's a ridge, or I don't know how the land is there, but if there's a ridge, I mean, surely you could kneel.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, we don't need to, because we've got a drone that can see even further, right?
yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
How far
That's
away is the base from where we are to the
That wasn't that
where we
far,
are?
I'm
The
sure.
base to the
And
house,
we're in Kirkuk, and
Yeah.
our house was in Mosul.
which is how far?
That's a good.
Jake said that weren't that far.
Given the roads, you'd estimate likely between an hour to 2 hours.
Ooh.
Okay, so
2
how
hours
easy
and
is it
20
to
minutes.
drive down the roads then? So like, if we were to just get in a van, I mean, how
Well-
many of us are going? So there's going to be us and then the backup team. So how many actual people would we take to the residence?
We won't. The backup team will.
No,
it'll
that's
be
just us four, I think. Would be
We'd head out. We could stop.
So just need a car.
We could take one of the Humvees, couldn't we?
Yeah.
We can say that we're a member of the bit tricky for Doris, isn't it? This, but
I think we're going to have to hand wave the bit of the female thing for now.
If we're-
Otherwise, it's going to get really complicated. It's like, yeah, I'm there, and if I'm there, because females aren't supposed to be out on their own or whatever. I think we might have to hand wave that a little bit because
I mean,
otherwise...
they're going to be there in the presence of males. And if you are
So
going
that'd be
covert
okay.
alone anywhere, I'm assuming it's with the intent to gather information and eliminate anybody in your path to get it.
okay. I'm thinking we go in as Amanel Dorla. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Finding traitors and spy.
Hmm
that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. If we got
Okay.
a team of those guys, that'll be the cover, first cover. I mean, do we all choose the same? It just seems like a logical thing.
I was starting to think that. But
I mean, I could take the ladies' morality thingy just in case. And someone asks, I'm there to make sure if we go into anywhere, there's women are behaving and protecting the women. An escort for that, maybe.
Okay.
Hmm?
At that, you get a message on the computers, whether it's by email or not, from a Major Ellen Ironheart Keen, asking that you meet with her today at 4 o'clock so that you could be appropriately welcomed into the base. And you're invited into her office.
Okay. I mean, remember, she's going to assume that we're here to kill somebody from ICE.
What time is it now, by the way? Have we got time to go to that place and go a quick recce?
It's about 2 hours away.
Oh,
Yeah, I
one, he
don't
said.
know. What
No.
time-wise, I don't know if we're
2
going
hours. 2 hours.
Well, you,
to-
you won't be going anywhere until you have your IDs. So you won't be
Oh,
going anywhere
right.
until
Yeah,
tomorrow.
all right.
Because you will
That's
be
fine.
passing into ISIL territory.
Yeah, okay.
So let's us all move us into Major Keen's office. Which, you know what? It's not going to be much different than this. It's all like these trailers that are apart. And she says to you, welcome. I understand you're with Task Force 001132. I'm Major Ellen Keen. I'm with the U.S. Air Force Special Tactics Squadron, or AFSOC, if you prefer. I'm attached to the JSOC division and your team. And so I'm here to give you a little bit of kind of what you could expect here. I understand that you're going after some Hadi jihadis.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
So not sure exactly what you're gonna need or when or how, but I'm the person to see if you need anything like vehicles or any other items, and I'll let you know right away. What's your next step here on base? I mean, obviously, I don't need to know what you're doing and when and how. I just need to know if you're going to need any of the resources. I'm going to have to kind of get them for you.
Yeah, we're going to need a vehicle and transportation to get into Mosul.
All right, listen. Hey, well, for that, yeah.
I mean, is she the one that's going to supply us with these covers? Is that the deal? We have to ask her to grab them, or are these being?
These are probably going to
elsewhere?
be produced in a little bit of a more secret area
Okay.
of the base, and they'll be maybe through her, but all in sealed envelopes and stuff. She will not know who you are unless you let her in on any of that type of things. So, well, look, if you're interested in going into any of the ISIL-held territory, you have choices, right? Everybody has choices. You can ride in a Humvee. With or without ISIL insignias, but don't recommend you going in with any American flags or anything on there now if you're going into deep ISIL territory. So we could get you, transport trucks, vehicles. We could steal anything you need, to be honest. The only issue is there was an incident last week that a little bit of an unfortunate one. The planes are heading out from here, and they're always looking for targets, and they're encouraged to come back with racks empty, if you know what I mean. So if you're going up with ISIL looking vehicle, yeah, try to coordinate with us when and where and how. But if you can't, for any reason, because of your OPSEC security or whatever, then, let us know if you want a RFID transponder, friend or foe.
Yeah.
But
I was going to suggest having that or a GPS or something, which we can. Yeah.
What's it called?
it's a RFID friend or foe. Basically, you'll transmit to the planes and helicopters in the sky that you're one of ours, and not to empty one of their bays on you, if you know what I mean.
Yes, what happened in the first Gulf War?
Now,
Americans shot British tanks, but
I mean, this thing, is it detectable? I mean, I don't know enough about it.
see, that's
by
the
the
whole
enemy.
thing. there's one group that went out just the other week and were unlucky enough to encounter an ISIL roadblock where their ID was discovered. And they basically, their cover was blown, as were the brains out of their heads when the transponder was discovered. I hear they gave them a good fight, a good run for the money, but ISIL took them down, which is the GM's way of saying, if you have that thing on you and you roll a critical failure on a drive roll,
yeah, I don't fancy that.
It's all random. You will not be able to control these things, but you will be able to make the decision whether you want the transponder. They're not that bad. It's about the size of a soda can. You can always try to get rid of it if you want, but then now you're traveling without one, with the ISIL flag on the vehicle, so...
How many sorties per day are you rolling out of here?
Into northern
Iraq,
give you that information.
But there's
no. Because if we're, I don't want ourselves getting, when there's like
I said,
flying past and Harriers or whatever, loaded up, and we're in the,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I mean. We're taking a risk because we don't know how many sorties you're flying, and you could be flying like tens of dozens.
Hell, Barlow, war is hell, isn't it? Shit happens. Don't roll a 99 or any other critical failure. But you've pretty much rolled those all out of the system, haven't you?
Don't say that, Jake.
Okay.
Hell, maybe you get lucky and the shot will miss.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm going to leave it up to the other guys. I personally would have a RAFID with us, personally.
Yeah, well, listen, you take it on a case-by-case basis. You tell me whether you want it in there or not. We'll show you where it is anyways. You don't want it, you don't have to have it. You spooks are always up to some creepy shit. Maybe you have a other way to communicate with our birds in the sky. I have no idea.
Yeah. Maybe you just give us a couple of portable SAMs, and then we'll just see what happens.
I'll give my friend there a military drone. Yeah, or predator drone. He'd love that.
Hey, listen. If you go out there and you kill any baddie jihadis, make sure you get the photos of them. I mean, I'd like to kind of make sure they're cataloged. Maybe you'll find somebody on some of our lists on your travels, eh?
Oh, well, you never know. Right. Okay. So yeah. Barlow wants to take an RFID. What does everybody else think?
Oh, it'll be decided case by case. Whenever you decide to take a truck out, whenever you go, you can have the RFID. You can keep it in your non-skiff. You can do whatever you like. You can throw it away halfway through to Mosul if you like to.
Say, for example, if we split up a team in two and we took two vehicles, one could have an RFID and one couldn't. We could do that, yeah, for example?
You certainly could.
Okay. No, just wondering if you could do that.
Yeah,
because basically,
of course, because Apache helicopters are very precise, by the way. Very precise. It's
There's something to do with the autocannon on the front, isn't there? Hellfires and.
I like the way you think, though. I mean, half the party might survive. It's true. In either case, you only get half of yourselves killed. If you get caught by ISIL, only half of you will die. And if happen to encounter,
if we're driving quite a distance apart.
Oh, okay. Well, then yes.
Then there'll be no splash damage for the first.
Splash damage.
But as we're probably as a group, I think a Hellfire missile is probably not too discriminatory.
No, I think to quote what someone else said earlier, the last thing would go through your mind is your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I mean, well, we can discuss that later, but we're gonna need a vehicle tomorrow. We're gonna be heading into Mosul. And
Oh.
yes, we will need it to have ISIL markings on it. Obviously, this is an operation that requires a bit of tact, shall we say?
Yeah, no
got
problem
one
at all.
to
I'd say try to bring it back without any scratches, but who gives a shit?
Well, if there are any scratches on it, let's just say it was your people that put them on there.
Yeah, that's it. You just want one Humvee for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm good for that.
You got it. Go bag us some baddie jihadis.
Yeah, okay. In terms of the what can we expect on the road to Mosul? You mentioned about a checkpoint.
Well,
Is that a regular occurrence?
You'll get probably a lot of potholes and stuff. They don't fill them quick enough. They just patch them over as best they can to fill them. The roadblocks and posts they're always changing. It's cat and mouse with them. We send our rigs out to try to find targets, and our boys come back with empty racks. But it's ISIL. You can get pulled over at any time for anything. You Hastings, dressed like that, you'll get pulled over for sure. Or she doesn't use her name.
Right. Okay.
Anyways, you guys will find a lot of towel thingies for your heads and burky thingies for your women and stuff. Yeah, we got it all. We can ISIL you up really easy.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great.
Would it be possible to acquire a few extra mags? Okay.
Mags. We should take some off our hands. We got so many mags. We have mags coming out the wazoo. If I have to go and count for inventory number of AK mags that we have again, I'm just gonna go crazy.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna need some.
It'll really also depend on how much weight you want to carry on your body and put in the truck, and then
No. But I'll just have. Well,
you can, and then ISIL, But again, if you're going through a checkpoint and you have like American military quantity of ISIL equipment in a war zone, just keep that in mind.
But we just want
nice.
A few extra mags each. Like I say, not just have one mag. We just want like two.
If you go ahead and look at your category, you already have 4 in your category. Yeah, you're good. Magazines, you can have as many as you want. You can even have them with the pretty ladies on them if you want, with no clothes. This is an army base.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, she's a woman, by the way.
They got suppressors for them.
Why do I have a talking about Ellen Ironheart? Keen.
Have you got suppressors for those AKs? Or they hard to come by?
I have to see how soon I can get them for you.
Is that kind of a standard ISIL issue?
I don't know that suppressors for an AK is a thing in 2016 in ISIL held Iraq, but yeah, not sure.
Yeah.
Not
They're
sure.
probably not too worried about people knowing that they're shooting.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, an AK is not a discreet weapon, I don't think.
No, I know that. No.
Hey, you know what? You can always go take
for
one of your pillows and put it over the front. I've seen that in the movies.
I've seen in the movies they put an old soda bottle on the front of the gun. Is that right? And put some duct tape on it?
Yeah, it's just a horrible waste of Coca-Cola if you ask me, but go at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was
wondering
Flea.
whether or not we should take the handgun.
Oh, sorry, you dropped out there for a bit.
Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out whether or not we'd even take AKs for this, or
Again,
handguns.
depends.
Doris will take a handgun, regardless. I'm assuming just because of the nature of ISIL.
Well, I'm gonna. I don't want my AK on me, but I prefer a sidearm.
No problem. If you don't have
Yeah.
one, we'll assign you. You tell me what brand, what caliber, what anything you like, and you'll get it. This
I
is
know
an
I would
army
like.
base.
I know I would like, but I got Deagle.
You want a Walter here or something? Deagle. I'll copy a gun thing for you.
You
that
said
says
ask
Deagle on
anything,
it.
so I asked Deagle.
Yeah.
What, you're looking for a beagle?
I don't even know what you're all talking about.
Guns.
There's an eagle.
As we told him. What? Yeah. You
Oh, a
want,
desert eagle. Fuck, yeah. You might find one where you go. Who knows? The guy who had one died. I didn't hear a deagle. I didn't hear desert eagle. I heard deagle. And
Deagle.
I'm like,
Yeah, Deagle. That's what's the nickname, isn't it? Deagle.
oh, it is?
Desert
I had
Eagle.
no idea. I thought it was like maybe
Yeah.
some British weapon that James Bond used or something that I should know but don't.
Ah,
Yeah. Now
That's a Walther, isn't it?
PPK.
All right. So, look, you guys need anything else, let me know. And good hunting out there.
Actually, there is one thing.
Oh God.
It was
I-
no.
Yeah, you get 50 credits at the cantina, no problem.
I'm thinking about reconnaissance, photographs, aerial images of a particular area.
Yeah, sure,
Uh,
we can do.
Yeah, we're looking at an area just outside Mosul. Is it northern end of Mosul?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. You want to give me coordinates? I'll get reconnaissance to get on it. And
Okay, yeah, I'll scribble down a bunch of coordinates then that we've been given for Ressam's house, and
I guess
we'd like this and the surrounding area.
All right.
I guess
And
we could.
take into our skiff.
I guess we could, like I say, afterwards when we get them photographs, and combine them with our awesome drone operator to see if there's any differences on the lay of what's been taken and what's been looked at for the drone. See what's
Okay. Fair enough. So it might take me some time to get that for you, but I'll see what I could do for you. But you scratch my back, I scratch yours, right?
Okay, what is it
Talk
you're
the
after?
same language.
I don't suppose you've got an AC-130 lying about.
What? Your air conditioner's not working well in your skiff?
Oh, you'd
Are you on about the grass cutter thing?
No,
Is that what you're
spooky.
after?
No, it's a spooky. You should know what
Oh.
one of those is, Jake.
An AC-130 is a heavily
It's been
armed, long
frigging
endurance.
30 years since I've done anything fun in my life. Meaning,
It's,
yes,
it's
I'm married that
basically
long.
it's a flying tank.
Oh, okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
very
mean
good.
like a warthog or something. No,
it's bigger than that. It's a lot
something
bigger than
No,
that.
it's,
It's
it's
105
known as a gunship.
Oh, very nice. Okay, well, that's maybe.
I thought
All right. So, we'll say you guys go for dinner on base and eat
Yeah.
with a lot of Peshmerga forces, who all kind of ignore you. You're a dime a dozen. You see other groups kind of like yours as well around there every now and then. Maybe give a knowing nod or something, but nothing more than that. Everybody here stays quiet. They stay to themselves. And when you get back to your skiff, you see that in your on your computers you have a secure email communication from Major Ironheart, and you'll see this on it. Let's find it. Oh, now I have to find it. And while we're doing that, why don't you discuss the other things that you guys are looking for?
Looking.
Meaning,
In
what
what?
other what other types of information are you trying to find?
I think
Well, I
if
wanted
anyone
the-
made it out alive.
I mean, there's. I guess the question would wonder if there would have been any kind of reconnaissance flight over that area,
Yeah.
the incident, whether
Um,
or not we can actually identify whether anybody left the site.
There'd be
anything like
tracks,
that, if
wouldn't
that was
there, as
possible.
well? There'd be tracks.
And
Surely.
potentially, yeah. That would be something worth looking into.
So, going over to the email, you're given this image, attached to which is a note saying, "You spooks are kind of funny. There's been increased activity that we've noticed around here past couple of days that coincidentally we've been monitoring. Looks
Ooh.
like you have a group of ISIL soldiers that are patrolling the perimeter of this area. Very odd behavior. None of them will go inside any of the structures. Like they were told only to stay outside of it. We've got some close-ups of them, and you see kind of close-up pictures of some of the soldiers, and they all, either are, some might be on crutches, some might have bandages around their head, or slings, or bandages around their arms, but they are around there able-bodied and looks like they're doing guarding around the area, but in a very lackadaisical kind of manner. And she goes, and our security is kind of, intelligence kind of, assessing that these are probably soldiers that got wounded at the front and are kind of given this duty as kind of an R&R type of thing. But normally these soldiers would go into the house and take advantage of, getting a little cooler in the hot sun. But no, they just have their trucks, a couple of shelters from the sun that they put up every now and then to keep themselves in the shade. Definitely looks like regular ISIL forces that have been taken off the front and given light duty to recuperate or something. And then at the end she goes, "You owe me 3 dead baddie jihadis." And then she goes, "Love Ironheart."
Have we got any protective gear to go in there?
Such as? Flak jackets galore you can have.
No, yeah, no, I'm more thinking more heavy duty. Like, I don't
ceramic
know.
vests.
disposal.
No. Hazmat.
Sorry,
Or you think
ceramic
chemical?
vests is something. Ceramic vests is something you could get if you want to go in with like chemical warfare type of clothing.
Yeah, but because we don't know what we're going in there.
You
know,
could.
But that's going to look a bit odd. I don't know if any of them ISIL guys wear any of that. I don't know. So that's going to be a bit
Well, I mean, they're not going into the house. Whether that's a sign that there's some kind of contaminant in there. I mean, we know that there was something in there, but as far as we're aware, it left. It could have returned, I suppose, but from what our orders were saying, that was not the case.
All right, and you know
what was there?
I think over here, you could also have gained a little bit more information about ISIL in the field during this time. So I'm going to show you a few other intel asset briefs that you would have received as part of your orientation. I don't know if anybody wants to go ahead and read that out for everybody else as well. Somebody who doesn't mind reading scary words that are very long. And
in the
not
field,
English.
ISIL's beliefs. ISIL's Sunni fundamentalism holds to be apostates not only all Shia but also all Sunni who do not accept the authority of ISIL. As apostates, these denounced may be attacked, killed, robbed, enslaved, or imprisoned. Redefining who is truly Muslim in order to remove the protections granted to those living under Sharia is a characteristic ISIL shares with a Wahhabist sect of Saudi Arabia. However, ISIL combines radical fundamentalism with contempt for Islamic scholarship, preferring a literalist and apocalyptic reading of the Quran. ISIL's mythology predicts an Islamic version of the Battle of Armageddon near the town of Dabiq in Syria, where an army of angels will join the jihadis in a final battle against all infidels and apostates. This myth serves a specific political philosophy. Once the trappings of religion are stripped away, ISIL is a genocidal police state.
And so knowing that will also help you if you're trying to pose as ISIL. However, in the field...
Do you want me to read this one as well?
Unless somebody else wants to.
Somebody else wants to do it. I don't know if everybody's jumping at the eye.
Got long words.
Andrew's shaking his head. Does that mean
Mark.
yes?
Yeah. Okay. The Sunni branch of Islam is by far the largest, accounting for 85% or more of Muslims worldwide. Differences with Shia, the second largest branch, have given rise to countless conflicts over the centuries. The schism has to do with rules of succession from the earliest years of Islam. Sunnism holds that the most learned and important leaders should decide who should lead. Shia holds that leadership can be inherited only by those with the bloodline of the Prophet Muhammad. Where temporal authority derives from religious authority, assigning religious authority is a matter of supreme temporal importance. As far as the two sects are concerned, only one can be right. Iraq's population is 55% to 65% Shia, but it was ruled for decades by a secular Sunni government of Ba'athist Arab nationalists until the American overthrow of Saddam Hussein. Iran to the east is at least 90% Shia and aggressively seeks to expand its influence into majority Shia Iraq. Iraq's northwestern neighbor Syria is overwhelmingly Sunni but is ruled by a secular Shia Ba'ath party that bitterly opposed the Sunni Ba'athists in Iraq. Okay.
And again, this is just general information so that players can easily conduct themselves. I don't think you have to read that all out if you want. It's just for you guys to know, to have as background information, and I just wanted to make it available for you guys to read a little bit later on. So that's probably less important and more boring text, which I'll leave up for the screen for others in case they're having trouble sleeping at this point, which given that it is actually late enough for you guys there. So why don't we close this off, because I think you do have enough information to start to craft what you'd like to do next, how you want to do it, and with which characters. So let's bring us back into the scene in the skiff as you guys have analyzed the information, looked at the maps of Rassam's place for the first time as Delta Green characters, and discuss what your approach is going to be next. Are you still sending tomorrow? Are you still intending to go in tomorrow to get your own drones there to get more deep information of specific soldiers, their exact locations, what their habits are? Are you going to watch them for an 8-hour rotation or more or less? So why don't we have that there discussing, and this way I'll be able to be prepared for the next time we play.
Okay. Okay, so we know there are soldiers there, right?
Do we want our own like reconnaissance? Do we? I don't know if about an 8-hour shift would be too much.
I would like to see how if they're rotating people around. That's what I would like to see, to be honest. If you can get a drone up there, I know that's going to be a bit of for 8 hours straight.
Yeah, I don't think a drone would.
No, I know, but
you have to bring
we
it
need
back
to
to
see if
swap
there's any
batteries.
Yeah, we need to see if there's any movement. I don't know if they must have an eye in the sky or something. Surely, but someone can sit at a computer and just view it. Possibly, you should have a.
The other issue, send the driver over, is that is there a possibility of it being seen and discovered?
Well, heard. I mean, have you heard drones?
And then, and yet again, is that a problem, or are they so used to things flying over there now that it doesn't really matter anymore?
Well, a stealth check for a drone.
Yeah, it's either that or we just rock up as members of ISIL Secret Service or Secret Police or whatever, and exercise our authority over these regulars that are.
Now, I'll also remind you, there are 3 types of drones that you can get. There's a basic open market drone, which you don't have. You have an advanced drone. And then you also have military-grade drones, which you don't currently have because you'd asked for the advanced drone. So there's not a huge description of advanced drone, but you could assign it advanced features if it's specifically going out for reconnaissance and stealth, up to the best of technology that was available to the military in 2016. I know drone technology has come a long way since 2016, so our vision of 2025 drones might not be exactly the same as what they had available in 2016.
Now, the other thing is, we have to get within a certain range of the property anyway, and depending on the terrain, it could be that they might be able to see us from a kilometre away.
Yeah, I think that the drone thing was if everyone's agreeing to it, we'll scrub that. And I think the best thing to do is what Mark said: is rock up there as officers, ISIL officers.
Just look like
I'm sure Bob will be able to tell us a lot about drones in 2016.
Who's that? Sorry,
Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Bob.
Okay. So if we're looking at kind of brute force, I suppose. In terms of languages and is it Arabic again that we'd be using here? And
very
much so, yes.
Yeah, because I think we're going to have to do checks on that. So
I can only speak Arabic. That's it for me.
I think that anybody with a 40 or more in Arabic is not necessarily going to be challenged on their Arabic with the amount of ISIL fighters that are, foreign based. I think that the difficulty comes in when you're trying to maybe do other things in Arabic, like maybe, I don't know, university level lectures and stuff like that you may need to roll.
Okay.
Or impersonating specific things, perhaps. But I think for general common knowledge, it's definitely conversational.
If we're looking at these reconnaissance images that we've been given, we can see that there are ISIL soldiers on site. But do we get a rough idea of numbers? Now, none of them, bearing in mind, none of them are inside, right?
That they haven't noticed anybody going inside or out. That was the one thing that caught their attention to that area as they're doing surveillance and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, at any time there could be a dozen to 2 dozen.
Let's just hope that we don't get into a fight.
They have radios and vehicles, and there is resupply.
Yeah, radio jammer.
Have they got? I'm guessing
Radio
their
jammer
vehicles.
is not a bad idea.
Have they got?
Hey, said a thing.
Have they got vehicle-mounted weapons on them? Which I reckon they have.
Yes.
Yeah, we've also got to think about the radio jammer. It works if we've set it up so they can't message. We can't send signals either.
Yeah, but that's done on frequency, innit? That's not done on. That just doesn't block out everything, does it? I don't know. Does it? I'm sure you've got frequency jam.
We have a special
So-
one that only blocks their messages.
Yeah, no, there's an audio jammer, which is RF and cellular, and you also have GPS jammer, and those are the audio jammer is an unusual piece of equipment, so could be accounted for as part of your unusual. And GPS jammer is standard. I don't know if that comes into play for you guys. But you do, anybody who didn't use up an unusual slot in communications or computers would likely be able to get an audio jammer.
With me,
I've
then.
already.
What's the range? Yeah. Whatever the range is.
We're going to say that the
Um,
range is sufficient
Enough.
for these
Yeah.
these purposes. So that is going that piece of equipment is going to go on Hastings, since that was one of her. Now again, could be transferred to the B characters if you wanted to use those, and you can also bring B characters with you for this. So, what we could do is, if you're dividing the characters up in teams, then as long as your A and B character won't be in the same team but in different teams, then I think it could be a lot of fun to be able to move from team to team to team, so that everybody can kind of participate in those scenes.
Do another character ready for me.
All right,
Um,
and
My
there it is.
other character is very linguistic. Farsi, Arabic, and Kurdish. Can also pick locks.
Ooh.
Jake, why has my alertness got 560 on it? Oh, my other cat.
Your
You're
alertness.
very alert.
I'm very alert. Bloody hell. Had too much caffeine.
I'm. That's an interesting question. Does it mean you're
Where is
dead?
it?
It sounds like a typo.
Skills,
Maybe.
middle column.
Your
What the
alertness.
heck?
Well, Barlow's shows 20. Which character?
The
Ah.
second.
Daniel.
Oh
I mean,
my
he
god!
is very special
Yeah.
force.
I'm gonna check it,
Is
but
that too much caffeine?
I'm imagining it's 60, but I will happily check that for you because I have all your characters here in
Oh, I
PDF
spat-
form, which I can give
I
you.
spat my drink everywhere. I was laughing. Bugger. That's all my glasses.
Excellent.
laughed. No, it's not X. I spat drink everywhere. Just laughing. Oh, bugger. Yeah, it's on my bloody nose as well.
Now, because you've done me this huge favor of changing your name, what was your character's original name again?
Huh? Mark.
Which one?
Sorry, I'm just cleaning myself. I spat drink over. Maybe.
Oh, Almale.
Mark.
It was, yeah, I mean, Daniel Pashkev is the one I think.
Oh,
that he was
Pashkev is
referring to.
the original one. Okay, so Pashkev did have
What?
an alertness of 50, not 60. So we'll change that. Or you know what? I'll be honest with you. I had to put all these characters in to Foundry
Manually.
because I only had them from the PDF, so I had to make
Right.
them. So it's quite possible I put 560 accidentally.
You can make some of my stats that if you want.
Human. So, where are we leaving it for today's game, and where are we starting off next week's game?
And how
player's
about
decision.
we start off, or we finish this one with us the next morning climbing into this Humvee
Yes.
and driving off towards Mosul, hoping that we don't get bombed on the way.
Well, I don't know if
Okay.
we've got RDIF on us. Oh,
Sorry?
have we got an RFID with us, guys? I'm not.
In
we
your
got-
car.
We're
My
all in the
car?
same car. We're all in the same car.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
just
we're all
asking,
taking-
are we
no,
going to get
Did he
one?
just say we're taking the B team as well? So we need 2 Humvees, one with B team, one with A team.
Humvees are really big.
He just
They
said
are.
we're taking 2 teams.
Oh,
I
you can.
said-
I'm saying you can, certainly, if you want.
It's not very discreet, is it? Taking 2 teams.
Yeah, I don't want to take my second person because they definitely will not fit in.
No, they right. That's like going in with the SAS. That is. That's just like,
I mean, the Schmega and stuff, who will know?
Oh, I mean, there is true. That is true.
The amount of it's surprising the amount of European and even North American foreign fighters that went to join ISIL.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
look,
it's war tourism, right? At that point, for a lot of people.
was that a thing?
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. Yes. It's a very ideologically based organization.
Yeah. So I'm thinking. I don't know. I mean, we're not intending to get into a firefight, are we?
no.
That's. We just need to get into the house now.
I just think
We're not. The B team might be.
the B team could back us up and say, look, you're going in with them. We could be like different. Like we could be the officers, and they could just be our backup.
We
and
could
say,
just
"Look,
go in. They could spend the whole time outside fighting all the soldiers.
That's what I'm thinking. Banji and Mark
Yeah.
and Andrew agree with that.
Who
Or
knows
just have
until we
have
get
the
there?
have the B team back up, sort of like.
Well, they're kind of escorting us because if we're officers, that's how I'm thinking. If they're officers, they're going to kind of escort us in. That they need to do their job. They need to get in there.
I'm thinking having them. If we're taking them, they're kind of just over the horizon or whatever, and can get over here, toot sweet if we need them. As
Oh
backup.
because we've got contact with them on radio or an
Yeah.
earpiece, haven't we? I guess.
And until we put
Unless
the
we
audio
use the
jammer, on.
jammer, then we can't.
Yeah.
get
and then
them.
we can't speak to them. But
To use some smoke signals or something.
yeah,
Oh, vape signals. Yeah, that's a good idea.
if they hear gunshots,
Yeah.
they're to come like the cavalry.
Exactly. All right. Very good. So
I think that's where we are for now. It's a plan. It's not a good one.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping that we get better at this as we go play more
Well,
of the game.
Plans
So-
evolve.
They do.
Well,
We're going
there's
to
another.
drive in. Are we
there's a-
driving in and then we're doing the drone, or we're not doing the drone?
I don't
No,
think
we're not
doing
gonna do
Or
the
we're
drone
just
no.
going to
just
go
yet.
in as we're just going in saying like we're ISIL.
Yeah, get out of the
people.
way.
Officers.
Yeah, we're the guys you're waiting for.
Yeah, we're going in to clear out this place.
And the
Take
other guys then
upstairs.
turn up behind us, and that's looking really dodgy then.
And then if they argue with him, we go poo-poo with our side guns and shoot him in the head.
Well, I don't think we do that. We might go pew pew, but
I think we might fall down dead if we done that. They outgun us, I think, by quite a bit. I think there's 20 of them, isn't there? So you said, Jay?
all right. It's not a great plan. I'm willing to accept.
What
As long as
is
we can get
what is your
is
goal for accessing the Razam house? Razam house. Sorry.
Goal.
Find all the lovely historic artifacts for me to look at.
And then do what with them?
intelligence.
Take them all back with me.
Which will
So,
require.
antique shop.
Yeah,
It
we
would
need a
take
truck. Change of
Truck,
plan. We need a truck.
And what else will it require?
Heavy
Heavy
lifters.
Forklift.
And what else will it require with addition to heavy lifters?
Like the B team to help carry stuff.
Time.
Oh,
Yes. Ah.
IMT, time just goes as we want.
Sorry. Time uninterrupted by foreign or local forces.
Oh, we're gonna have to
Oh.
send our perimeter. We're gonna need a perimeter, aren't we?
Yeah, so we are
Well, we
going to
can
need
have-
the B team.
Yeah, we're gonna
we
need
gotta
heavy
get rid
weapons.
of these.
Got to get rid of these soldiers.
Yeah, but we got to get rid of them
Who?
first, and then we set up a perimeter.
Oh wait, and can't wait, can't we? Oh, can we not? Can we not persuade old Ellen Keane to send some guys with us?
Maybe she could make a distraction in the orchard so they all run off there and then we get in the house.
I mean, she won't be coming personally.
We'll go,
Just-
hello, look at me.
Like a load of soldiers, maybe.
Well, we could go in the house and tell them that we're official bods and send them away. Tell them they're no longer required.
Yeah, but I'm going to guess there's a commanding officer with them. They can't just be all scrubs there. There's got to be...
We'll be more commanding than that commanding officer.
Yeah,
Fake it till you make it.
We're terrible at this.
And when they call in to verify that those orders are correct, or
Jam
If-
them. We're jamming them. We've got the radio
Ex-
jammers. They can't get
Yeah.
through.
We,
That
we,
one
go,
looks good.
we all go
Yeah.
Bob Marley on them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Deploy the
Oh,
Marley.
jamming.
I like it. There's a lot of ideas. I think a plan needs to be devised, and then the most
Maybe we need
important
to
part
sleep
of the
on it,
plan
and then we'll
is sticking
talk
to
about
it. But
it.
that's something
No,
different.
I have an idea as well, which is kind of could come in there. If we could just get a helicopter fly past or something, just to scare them a bit.
A helicopter to fly past and shoot them all dead.
Well, yeah,
be
but
a plan.
no, but you could just have it because they're just all shit themselves if there's a Apache flying in the distance.
And might all take cover in the house.
We could throw some grenades at them and blow them up.
Oh, that's a good point. We ain't got no grenades, have we? We need some of them.
Grenades.
Oh,
How many boxes do
Yeah.
you want? The less
Okay.
I have to count grenades for inventory, the happier I am.
Fielding grenade throwing. I'm not.
It's
I haven't written our plan down, so there is no plan yet.
don't worry, we're not either.
We're winging it. I think that's...
Can we
Again-
sleep on it and then we'll talk about it in chat over the week?
yeah.
I think yeah.
Grenades. What
Angels
kind
bless
do you
us.
want? You want smoke grenades? You want tear gas? You want
Nuclear.
regular
Frag.
blowy up ones?
Frag.
You can-
You tell me.
Sticky.
You can throw nuclear grenades, can't you? Yeah, that's all right.
Nuclear grenades. Wow.
Ones that go boom.
Thermobaric. There you go.
Well, you actually have grenades on your freaking character sheets. Nobody looks at your inventories, do you?
Do I?
I got
Oh my god. Yeah, we'll throw a few more in there for you guys.
I
for sure.
don't.
I love this
I've got a
idea.
high-power flashlight. I can blind them with it.
I'm
Oh,
enjoying.
flashbangs. Yeah, flashbangs are good.
I've got a really good idea. I could stand on the embankment and get some feathers and do a dance and entice them away, and then they can, and then I can.
Yes,
Hug 'em! Hug 'em!
And then when they come enticed away, we can shoot them. Not an idea. Okay then.
So I just go in there
Hey.
and shoot them. Just bang,
Look,
bang.
if I tell you
Yeah.
what's gonna work,
What
in
we have to do
advance
is
of
go
you
in with
trying
guns.
it, what's the fun in that?
No, I think
Take feathers
No.
off my inventory. Then that's not an
I
idea.
just think what Mark said first of all is if we just go in there as undercover officers and just say, look, we're here to do this, 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 and this, and then when they do, if they try and radio it in, we'll just jam the radios and just say, oh, they can't get through, so they're gonna have to bugger off or something. That's the only thing I'm thinking of at
I
the
mean, you
minute.
did say half of them are on crutches, so we could just go up and swipe the crutches out from them. Kick them out, knock them on the floor.
To do that, you've got to get close enough, and they've probably also got AK-47.
Yeah, but
So,
they've only
it's a
some of them have
walking
only got
stick.
one arm because some of them have got slings and broken arms, so they're not gonna be able to use them guns. Can you use those guns you're talking about one-armed?
I mean,
An AK? No.
Are you intimating that the GM crafted this encounter so that it would be capable of being survivable by the players? Why would you do anything like that?
So you know, I mean, you know what's going to happen, right? You've told us that there are a bunch of like people that are injured and on R&R or whatever. They're still going to kill us, aren't they? And we're going to be such failures.
Are they as good as the soldiers that went in to?
Well, it's
to
episode
arrest-
1.
arrest them?
I think the question you guys all have to ask yourself
Yeah.
is, do you enjoy rolling
Feel lucky.
dice as much as I do?